Hey y'all, it's your girl Kiki and this is Clicks Haven. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I first want to say thank y'all for being here. I'm sure you are ready to see what I'm looking like, but first I wanted to share with y'all how I got started on my lock journey and the things that have changed throughout the years. I want to start off with my loose natural journey. I was about 3 years natural here. This was in 2016. I tried things like straightening my hair, braids, wig styles, and all. And then the last picture is 2017, and you can definitely see the growth difference between those two pictures. This is also in 2017 during my deployment. I was definitely feeling myself in this port visit with this hotel bed pic of the fro. This is our return home from deployment. I decided to curl my hair for my return to home, and I was definitely feeling myself because why not? Following the deployment, I decided I wanted to do something fun with my hair, and that was to dye and straighten it for my trip to LA to see my little sister. I was so happy and excited for my hair to be a different color until I wasn't. This is after my wash, and your girl was not satisfied with the way her hair bounced back, or didn't for that matter. This was definitely not how my hair looked prior to having it colored. Over the next 2 months, I honestly tried to revitalize my hair using different protein treatments, leaving it alone. I styled it in ways that I could, and as you can see here, it just did not ever bounce back. Even at the roots, there were barely any curls. So here I call myself testing out what I thought would be next for my hair, and if you could guess it, yes, your girl decided to do a big chop and just start everything all over again. It took a little getting used to, and I decided to wear some wigs here and there, and then after a while I said, forget it, I'm gonna rock this TWA. For the remainder of this part of the video, you will continue to see my hair grow over the course of the next 2 years. As you can see, she still has locks, but this is a picture of me the day that I did comb them out prior to starting this new set that I now have in my hair. I want to give you guys a little slideshow of how my hair flourished, grew, and transitioned from that first set that I had. I want to show you the 8 months because I did have them for 8 months prior to me making the decision to comb them out. So let's get right into that.
Wrist on glitter, waist on thinner. I'ma show you how to bang an 8-figure nigga. Face on fatty, pockets on jigger. You better get the card and make it swipe like Tinder. All right, so let's get into a little details. So I do tell. So I originally had those locks for 8 months, like I said. And I made the decision to comb them out after having someone else outside of my original loctician who was doing my hair go in to retwist my hair. They asked me a question as far as why I didn't have a middle part. I personally at the time did not really pay attention to that part. I knew that I didn't have a middle part, and it was a little like, I wish I had a middle part, but I just thought like, oh, it's whatever. I'm just gonna have to live with these locks. They came up with a suggestion and they were like, hey, you should just comb, if you really do want a middle part, you should just comb out these few locks that you have here and relock the middle just to give you that middle part option. And I was like, okay, that's a good idea, thank you. But me being me,
I was thinking about that for months. And then I was like, hey, they said I could comb out the middle. That's actually a really good idea. And then I was like, you know what? And I started being really nitpicky and like, oh, maybe I wish I would have known this. So I wish I would have said this whenever we were at the consultation and doing all that. And I decided to comb out my locks. Now, I did not do this because I didn't like the way she did things. It was more so of a lack of my knowledge and ignorance on my part of what I did not know and what I didn't take my time to even educate myself on, while I decided to do a whole big change of my hair. But that's neither here nor there. I combed them out. I did enjoy my loctician in San Diego. I will have her Instagram linked down below. You can read her bio and speak with her on if you want to use her as a loctician while you're in the area or whatever the case may be. Like I said, love her. She's an amazing loctician, amazing braider. And if you have the chance to sit in her seat, please do. But that's just my spiel on that. It was nothing wrong with her per se or the way she did hair. It was just what I was going through in my mind of how I wanted to change things with my journey, right? So yes, I did comb my locks out. And then I was also thinking like, maybe I should, do my own hair, save a little money here. I think that around that year might have been my New Year's resolution of I want to, do more things in-house. So that's what I was doing, like my own nails and all that stuff. So maybe that's another reason why I decided to maintain my own locks. But when it comes to me, a loctician versus doing self-maintenance, you can manipulate and learn as you go as a person who's going to maintain their locks on their own. But when you have a loctician, you have the luxury of just sitting back and letting somebody else do things to your hair. And don't we all love that? But if you are tight on money or whatever the case may be, or maybe you just want to follow through into this journey with yourself, maybe doing it yourself is your option. I chose to do it myself because I wanted to truly understand the journey that I was going on, and I wanted to learn my hair. I felt like I learned things from the first set and I wanted to apply those things to this set. So that's the only reason why I decided to do self-maintenance. But if you want to hear more, I have another video. I combed them out and then I was in the mirror, and that's when I took the picture that you've seen in the first part of this portion of the video. And that's what I was like, I like my loose natural. But baby, I did not want to have to deal with that hair. It was so thick. It was just a lot to do. And I knew from the time that I combed all of them out and I was looking at myself in the mirror, baby, you about to lock these back up. You about to lock these back up. And so it was a no-brainer for me. Your girl was definitely going to be retwisting her hair. I did not know which way I wanted to retwist them. So I was going back and forth between 2-strand twists and the comb coils, and I resulted in the comb coils. And that was that. So it has now been 2 years since I made the decision to comb my hair out, and I'm very thankful for the decision. I'm not regretting it at all. We have grown, and these locks are 2 years old, and I cannot wait to see what's going to be happening next with my hair. Speaking of what's happening next, I want to give a foreshadow as to what is to come for the channel from here on out. If you are not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button as well, because that helps me be shown on other people's algorithm based upon what you two may have in common that you're watching here on YouTube. But what am I talking about? What am I foreshadowing? For the month of October, we will be kicking it up a notch. We will be participating in the Vlogtober. And instead of it just being about spooky season, I also want to throw in some things about my marriage, my relationship with my husband, and things of that nature, because October is also our anniversary month. And so, yeah, so it'll be a split between coming back home from Spain, things with my husband, getting the house together, spooky season. And yeah, if you guys want to see more about what I could bring to your platform here on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscription button and hit that bell so you don't miss out any videos. I'm gonna have videos coming out every single day in October. So without further ado, that is it. Don't forget to do the 3 things I always ask for: like, comment, subscribe. And that is it for today's video. Peace, y'all.